Fats, not focusing too hard. We've got Simon O'Donnell to join us shortly, so apt that you're looking at the screen. Why are you?
Well, we're at sunny Randwick today, Jimmy boy. Hang on there, Scooby, because Bossy Nick is running around. They're about the 1,200 metre mark here. Bossy Nick is 2 wide, about 4 back there. You got it, Damien?
Yeah, I have.
The red cap.
And the McAvoy colours.
Not sure how she's travelling. It's a bit wet up there. It's a heavy 8 up there.
And the last time you called this horse, it won.
There she is in the orange cap. She's fair way back, Jimmy. We're not getting too excited. Just fell in a hole there. But she's coming down the middle now. She's giving you a little bit here. Come on, Bossy. Down the middle, piss off horse. That's in the road. Come on, Bossy. Bossy, 200 to go, Dean. Oh, she's hit a wall here. Just run a place. Let's get some money back. Run a place. Here she comes again. Get over the top and run second or third or something. Oh!
Maybe fourth, Bill.
Shit.
Yeah. Good run. Good run.
$1 million race.
What was good about that?
Hey?
Did I hear good run?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Come on. It was the track didn't help it.
No other horse made ground.
Very heavy up there.
Anyway.
So, that's quite apt that we could talk to the man next because he's a horse breeder.
Actually knows a bit about horses, unlike you.
I hope he knows they can breed themselves, by the way. I'll just turn that on. I can hear through the ears.
Of course, talking about former St Kilda VFL footballer back in those days, and then a very, very good cricketer for Victoria and Australia, World Cup winning one-day cricketer, of course, but we're focusing more on his young blokes now because he's got Tommy in the Victorian state squad, fast bowler, and apparently, unlike his father, a fast bowler. Scoob used to let it go and it took about an hour to bloody get to the other end. But Tommy's got genuine wheels, and then he used to let that thing go out the back of his hand. Everyone was just knocking straight up in the air. But now, James, who was playing nice cricket for Essendon, has been put on the list for the Western Bulldogs to pursue an AFL career. So this is a great story. And we welcome our great friend who's been on this show many times, Simon O'Donnell. Big Goober, welcome to you.
JB, lovely to talk to you for the first time in 5 years as our very close friend.
Did he used to treat you, as he seemed to most other people in a period of his life, Simon, with disdain, Jim?
Damo, I have great glee in that intro because this is the first time I've ever spoken to JB. I suppose 3 years prior to COVID, so it's wonderful that he still calls me a great mate and says he knows the kids well and he's so close to the family because it's the greatest load of crap I've ever heard.
Well, you decided to bugger off to bloody Kilmore, or have you? No one sees you anymore.
Well, at least I know, when I do see you, I know that we have a meaningful relationship because you did come to a World Cup final once and you tried to disguise where your love really laid, and we picked that up that night, and that means that I think we're very close spiritually as well, Jane.
This is one of the first things Lisa and I ever went to. Yeah. And it was the stupidest thing I ever did was take her to the World Cup final because we were just sitting there quietly minding our own business.
The World Cup
final. Yeah. But we're sitting quietly, Bernard, and there's 100,000 people there, and I just slipped into the toilet to have a wee, came back, and on one side of her was Merv Hughes.
This is the New Zealand Australia World Cup final.
And the other side was Simon O'Donnell, and at that stage I knew I was cooked. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about your young bloke, James, who's been put on the Western Bulldogs list, Big Scuba.
Yeah, no, fantastic. A great thrill. JB, great thrill, and look, he loves his sport, and he loves his cricket and loves his footy, and this opportunity came up only around Christmas time through Matty Innes, who does some bowling coaching at Essendon and also does the fitness stuff at Footscray, and he stopped playing his cricket and dedicated himself to getting himself as fit as possible to get the opportunity, and that's unfolded. So, the hard work, I suppose, as they say in the classics, starts now.
Hey, Simon, I will call you Simon because I'll admit that I don't know you and I won't make out like Jim did. But tell us a bit about him. What position does he play? You said he's pretty tall now. Where's he likely to line up?
Yeah, he's close enough to 6'6", Bernie. So, but look, the game's past me, but I don't know where he line up. He until I suppose you see him running around at this level and he gets a bit of a feel for it. Bernie, I'm buggered if I know.
Hey,
He's got some options.
Yeah. Scoob, Billy. Now, we are mates. We're Scoob and I, because we went to Assumption College together, kicked 100 goals in HSC, Jimmy boy.
Alumni,
We're
Bill.
both alumni, both very good at cricket and footy, and great all-rounders.
Very good at cricket.
Okay.
How's the other boy going, by the way? What's happened to him? Tommy?
Tommy?
Tommy's going great guns. He's he had his first game for Victoria late in the year, and his body's keeping up with what he wants it to do. He had a few issues with back stress fractures early days, but he's been able to put 12 months together now. So he's having a lovely time of it, and he had a good district year, and that was rewarded. So he's having a ball.
Hey, Bill just mentioned you went to school together and you played cricket together and you actually played, I think, at Essendon together as well.
True.
How shit was Bill?
Good.
Well, Bernie, I think that was you, Bernie. Bernie, I don't know. He was in the fourth.
Hey!
There we go.
Oh, he didn't talk to anyone either, Scuba, because I was down there, and then he'd go and play for Victoria, and he'd go off there and then get dropped and come back.
Get dropped. He then got dropped.
Got dropped by these shitty little medium pacers. He come charging in, and they just plop out. And Desmond Haynes and Viv Richards just go, oh, hang on, wait, bang!
Hey, as we conclude this interview, it's been fascinating. Thank Christ for Beck, by the way, because these boys have clearly thrown to her. And with the young bloke on the Western Bulldogs list, all I can say is this, Big Goob. Let's hope he shows a little more courage than his father when it comes to playing the great game. Well, you don't stumble across the nickname Scuba Diver unless you spend some time on the deck. Am I wrong?
Mate, look, the game's not all about hard ball gets. You realise that, don't you?
That's right.
You know, someone had to look pretty with their socks up and their white shorts clean through their career, and I was the bloke that did that, and I was very happy to do it.
Long sleeve jumper he used to wear too, even if it was hot. No,
Good looking boy. Yeah. Good looking boy.
not only good looking, but knew it, and that's what used to annoy me. Good looking and knew it.
Did you get Jim out at
please.
Yeah.
Please.
Please, we need a whole show just to talk about getting JB out. It wasn't that difficult.
I tell you, did Merv? Merv used to give it to Jim. He would crap yourself.
That's why he's wrong. He didn't get me out because I was already out by the time he came on the bowl. We played in the Lancashire League.
What I will say to you, gentlemen, you are sitting with a guy who belies what he says on the radio by the courage he showed when he played.
I'm just trying to work
that one out, actually. Just give us a few moments
And
to
the
absorb
white
that.
seat, the white seat's
I think it was
still
a compliment, Jim.
the white seat's still at the MCG when he hit. Was it Greg Matthews? He hit that the biggest six at the G.
Yes, Bill.
Oh,
And that, I tell you quite seriously, because that stand's going to be bowled over soon.
Yeah.
Right, so the Shane Warne stand they're going to completely rebuild it. So that piece of history, what are they going to do with that big scoop?
give the seat to him.
I'll get my own entertaining box there.
Oh,
no, you won't.
It's going to seat 7 or 8. Each week, any sporting event there, I can host whoever I want. I'd be pleased to say that you'll be first on the list, Jimmy, when we open her up.
Invite all your mates, you still wouldn't fill it. Scuba dived all the time.
who says this from
Guess
who?
who that's from?
Who's that from?
The courageous Michael Roberts.
Oh, Mickey Roberts.
He's having a go at you, Scuba.
Hey, we'll let you go. Well done, mate. That is a great story.
Yeah, well done.
We look forward to James putting the Western Bulldogs jumper on and doing the family proud.
Love listening to you guys. Love having a chat.
Good on you,
Cheers.
mate.
There was mate, geez, he could
What
he could do a lot of things, Scoob, but he could hit the cricket ball as hard as anyone who's played the bloody game.
And those balls that did come out the back of the hand, they were revolutionary for its
for
time.
about a year and a half, no one knew what was going on. They kept hitting it straight up in the air. Hey, now, just having a look at my man outside through the glass.
Yes. What's he doing?
If Will Ralston, if this isn't Anne Stone, we might introduce us next week.
Make sure you're recording this.
McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks Footy Time now for a news update with Anne Stone.
Oh, here we go.
Thanks, guys.
Hey!